Testing. 1, 2, 3. Test,
Testing.
test.
1, 2, 3.
All right, there we go. Sweet. We lost audio. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. You want to play like that? You want to play like that? Okay. Okay, come on. All right, new stream setup today. Playing around with that.
All right, there we go. Sweet.
Do, 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 do. Good morning, Thursday. Welcome back. Welcome back. Here's the deal. Today, we're squatting our faces off. Zercher squats only. Some of you have never done this lift before, and you're probably wondering, why would you hold the bar in the crook of your elbows instead of on your back like a normal squat? Let me tell you why. Because the Zercher squat doesn't let you cheat. It forces you upright. Destroys the quads. It makes your core work overtime. Not really. There's no such thing as your core working overtime. It's just always working. It's not on and off. I can't stand when people say, oh yeah, the core is really working today. No, it's always working. It humbles you real quick, though. Zercher squats definitely humble people. Most people haven't done them because they're that humbling. You might think you're strong until you try to hold a barbell against your chest with your arms screaming and your legs shaking. Then you realize, oh yeah, this is what strength really feels like. And I love that. I do. I love it. Because life is the same way. And anybody can show you a comfortable way. They can show you how to make things more comfortable. And it's so much easier to show up like that. But when you load the bar like this, oh, you just can't get away with it, right? You do a couple back squats and you're like, okay, and you can bounce with it. But when you're going to the floor on a Zercher squat, it's just built different. And life is the same way. Anybody can show up when it's comfortable. When the load is perfectly balanced, when it looks good on Instagram, oh yeah, nice. But when the weight is awkward and the pressure's in your gut, when your arms feel like they're about to give out on you, that's when you find out what you're made of. And that's why I wanted to go live with this workout today, because this is exactly what I talk about with the dads I coach. It's not about being flashy. It's not about chasing perfection. It's about strapping the weight to your chest and saying, I'm not backing down. Oh, that sounds cheesy. Okay, I don't care what it sounds like. It's true. If you show up every day and do your workout, guess what? You're not backing down. I'm going to take this step by step. And that is the internal dialogue you have to have. One rep, one set, one workout at a time. Uno. Today. You own today. You master today. Look, I've been through addiction. I've been through setbacks. I've been through those days where you feel like life is pressing on you so heavy you don't even want to get out of bed. I've been there. But I can tell you this. When you learn to carry weight in the gym, you also learn to carry weight in life. And the Zercher squat, it's a perfect metaphor. So I'm using it today. Because it's heavy. It's awkward. It's uncomfortable. But if you keep showing up under that bar, you get stronger. You start to see progress. You start to realize you're not fragile. You're resilient. This is what the weights can teach you. This is what showing up every day can teach you. So today's workout's simple. No fancy supersets, no circus tricks, no Instagram pics. Look at me. Just Zercher squats. We're going to warm up. We're going to build up some working sets and then go to the point where our legs and our core are begging to stop. And then what do we say? How many more? One more. How many more? One more. That's when the real growth begins. And it's not just the muscle growth. It's the mental growth. I would be doing this if there was no physique or visual change in my body for the rest of my life. I would never stop doing this. It's that impressive on your mental ability and endurance. If you're watching this on replay, grab a barbell or even a heavy object or a kettlebell, anything. You don't have a barbell or a kettlebell, fine. Just do body weight squats. But join me rep for rep. And if you're live right now, welcome. Drop in the chat. Tell me where you're tuning in from, because today we're not just squatting weight, we're building grit. And if you're a dad like me, you know our families need us, not just physically, but mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Let's get under the bar, baby. I know I need to set up. I got this new setup going with the stream we're playing around with today, so bear with me. The camera, okay, is doing a little thing, but I think we're going to be able to figure this out, okay? All right, let's set it up. There we go. Boom, baby. Ah, where's he going? Where's he going? Ah! Okay, there we go. Boom. All right. Oh. Oh. There we go. I want to squeeze me down here. Boom. Okay. Awesome. Checkmate. Look at that. Beautiful. Wait, maybe not. This is hard to do with one hand. Bear with me. There we go. All right, good. It's a good squat. Yep. All right. Do we have volume? Yes. Do we have volume? Check, 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 mate. Let's go, baby. All right, so like I said, let's go be up here. I like being up here. Now we're talking. All right, cool. All right, let me know if tunes are too loud. Check, 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 checking. 1, 2, 3, tunes loud. Yeah, we're good. All right. So, warm up. You can warm up with the bar. I like warming up with kettlebells. It's a little, it's a more, how should I say this? I just prefer it. Okay, you can warm with the barbell, that's fine. Usually if you're going to do something specific like a Zercher squat, you can warm up with exactly what you're using for that squat. Okay, so that's what you can start with. All right. So let me get a kettlebell, shall I? All right. Make sure we're down in here. Boom, baby. Is that? Why is that? Oh, there we go. Sorry. There we go. All right. I was tightening the wrong screw. My bad. All right. There. Boom. All right. Kettlebells. Kettlebells. Another powerful way to warm up is going to be with some loaded carries as well. But because we're on a time crunch, this is about being a dad and getting things done, not about spending 2 hours in the gym. So first we get the box squat. Sitting down every time. I don't have my mic on my shirt today, so let me know if that's a problem. Okay, now the squat and curl. I like getting that dorsiflexion in my ankles. Especially at the bottom. Getting those full breaths. Beautiful, baby. There we go. Good. So again, you don't really need to rest when you're warming up. You gotta fix that camera though. There we go. Good. Now we'll get going with the Zercher. Two. If you like having metal sticking to your body, great. But if you got a pad, even better. So since I warmed up with the kettlebells, I don't need to warm up with the bar. But if you're not warming up, whoops, using these 25 today. If you're not warming up with the bar, or a kettlebell, then definitely warm up with the bar first. Good. All right. Now, if you have squat shoes, great. Depending on your body, though, you may not need squat shoes and you may not need elevation. This is not for everybody. It's not like a one size fits all. It's not a one size fits all. Good. All right. Now, it depends. So if you're more pushed forward like this and you walk around like this, probably gonna be a really good idea because it changes your center of mass and allows my hips to get back and get my hips underneath my rib cage, which is gonna give me better movement options over time. All right, so today we're going 6 to 8. We're gonna have to change those bars, I think. So that was not a working set. That is a warm-up set. Checking our video, still working. Doing it very different today. All right, cool, we're good, we're good. So because that's not a working set, I don't need to get crazy amount of reps. If you want to get more blood flow, great. Go ahead and do that. No right or wrong answer there. It's about the individual really at the end of the day, what do you prefer? Now my question is, if you're on mobile, is it harder to see the stream because you're on mobile? Because I have it at a wide angle. Just curious. Just feeling a little funky. I really need to get different. All right, working set number 1. Here we go. All right, we hit 8, 6 to 8, 6 to 8. Getting a little heavier today. You don't always have to change your rep ranges every week. That's the plan I'm on now. We were on 10 to 12. And now we're on 6 to 8. You could also go 6 to 10. But I plan on going a little heavier today, so that's why we're staying a little lower and we're not going to hit 10. Minute and a half, 2 minutes max. I'm definitely not gonna need a minute and a half. Says we're just ramping up, baby. Oh wait, if I'm up here, then you can't see me. Oh, my bad. There we go. I just figured it out. Need to be over here. Nope. Yeah, there you go. That's better. Now you can see me better. All right, cool. Sorry, new stream setup. We're sideways instead of vertical on mobile. Ain't no thing, baby. If anybody in chat wants to say, hey, I can hear you good, Zach, I'd appreciate it. Want to make sure the music's not overwhelming anybody. So, that was a minute and a half max. Let's get rock and rolling. Hey, stop talking about it. Do the work. How low can you go? Talking. We talking. All right. Body's getting a little warmed up now. So, did you get your workout in today? Did you get your workout in today, huh? Not too close? I need my water. Okay, so again, 60 seconds to 2 minutes, somewhere in there, usually about 90 seconds. So with the Zercher squat, a lot of people will get underneath it and get into a good starting position, but you'll start to notice that they will deviate their hips back like this more and then down. It's really more of a back squat. So one reason I love the Zercher so much is for the quads. And if you want bigger quads, you gotta do the Zercher. If you wanna fight your demons, you gotta do the Zercher. Because the back squat's easy in comparison to the Zercher. I don't see enough people doing them in the gym. Come on, join me. All right. Whew. Again, about 90 seconds, locked and loaded. One more. Now we talking. How many more? One more. I did not want to do that eighth. I'll tell you that much. Yo, Taylor, what's up? You're not mad about it? Oh, hey. I appreciate it. Are you on mobile, Taylor? Is it vertically aligned? I'm changing the stream today. I changed it sideways so you can see the squat better. I just want to make sure it's looking good on mobile. Changing it up a little bit today. How's your day going, Taylor? Okay, that's 3 sets. One more set. We're doing 4 sets today. If in that rep range of 6 to 8, if you're hitting that top number, easily, probably reasonable to add weight somewhere in 1 or 2 weeks of that training cycle. I didn't hit 8 easily. So we're gonna leave it where it's at. And if I get to 8 and I still have 3 reps in the tank, I'll keep going a little bit. RPE, rate of perceived exertion, 1 to 10, 10 being I can't get out of the bottom of the squat and I fall over and it crushes me. That's how difficult that is. 0 reps in the tank. Somebody has to rescue me out of the bottom. We're shooting for 7 and 8s. I don't want a whole bunch of 9s and 10s unless it's towards the end of my training cycle and I'm ready to go into that mentally, meaning I've been sleeping well, training well, eating well. 7s and 8s though, for me, I love playing basketball. 9s and 10s are cool, but 9s and 10s limit your ability to move freely and easily. You like that? Like that? They will squeeze your body to push out more force through the ground, which is great if you want to power lift or lift heavy weight, cool. But 7 to 8 RPE, 70 to 85% of 1 rep max, dude, you're getting all the gains. There's a marginal difference going to that last bit of failure, okay? Keep that in mind. It's very important to train in the long term, sustainably, limiting injury risk can be very helpful in that way. Not to scare you from doing more or push yourself. Clearly, that's not what I'm about. I was just about to add weight, even though I just said I'm not adding weight. All right, that was a little over 2 minutes, but it's important. Everything looks perfect, King. All right, Taylor, thank you. All right, last set. Ain't nothing but peanuts. Lightweight. Okay, set the ribs. We're not setting the ribs here. We're breathing them down. You can watch me do it. It's hard to walk you through it. One of them squat like this. Ain't no baba do. So here, people get a big breath and hold it. No, you want to breathe the whole way if you can. So in, setting my ribs, starting with another breath to fill up. Probably had 3 left if I was going to die today. Not bad, not bad. Whew. Taylor, did you get your lift in today? Well, you got it coming up later. So, 4 sets. Again, I don't want to say ass to grass, full range of motion. Full range of motion for whatever that means to your body and where you are. But if you can, you want to do less weight and get full range of motion. Okay? You're going to get more out of it. It's going to teach you to get more comfortable with being uncomfortable, especially at the bottom. You see a lot of people in squats, back squats, front squats, all squats, bouncing out of the bottom, boing, like it's their job to bounce from the bottom. Your job is to breathe through it and maintain control the whole time. Once you've been doing it for a couple years, then you can graduate to a little faster. But be wary of that. Taylor! You're about to have more dads at your gym that train harder because they're going to be watching this, right? Because you're going to tell them. Say, hey man, you kind of look like a chump. You should check out Zach's channel. Kidding, kidding. Okay, so that murdered my legs. Depending on what the program says, you can do more legs, okay? If you're going after hypertrophy or fat loss, you should probably do 1 more set to overstimulate that same muscle group. And that will help enhance. But again, it depends on what week of the training program you're in. Is it week 1, 2, 3, 5, or 6? Or how many add-on reps and sets are you gonna do after? So for me right now, I can do 2 sets of more leg work, hitting the quads and the glutes, and that's gonna be a great workout to recover from for my next workout tomorrow and the next day, okay? Some people like to do 3 more sets of legs. Okay, fine, but if that's how you're programmed, that's cool, but think about how can you get the most results out of the smallest amount of volume. Not work, volume, right? So 2 more sets of some high step ups, can be body weight right now, is gonna blow out my legs, okay? So that's what we're gonna do. And again, remember, we're moving. We wanna move better over time. Let me change the camera now. Controlling down, back up, not falling. That's falling. Control. Yeah. 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 This is a little high. Even for me with tall, being pretty tall. But again, it's emphasizing, right? As you can see, I'm getting nice ankle movement, getting my knee farther forward, but still staying relatively upright with my abs,
with my rib cage and my hips stacked on top of each other. Let's finish. I should have finished before it. Oh, kind of rested on that one. It's all right. Okay. Again, don't rest in between. You just look like a fool doing it. You don't need to rest. Yeah. 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 One sec, Taylor. I can't read this far. I gotta fix my setup. It's hard to read what you're saying. 3 more. 15. 3. 2. Notice again, I'm not doing this. 1. Going after the same muscle group. And now we sit. Now I'm gonna have to go back and watch the other lives. Let's go! I love that, Taylor. Appreciate it. You can coach me on what I could do better too. That'd be great. Tell me how I can make these streams a little better every single time. Big reason I'm doing it is to show dads they have time, they have the ability, they just don't want to do it here. And so if they reset their mind to commit to it and do it regularly, even if it's little by little, it'll change their life. So we're showing up as best we can every single day. I can't do the full live streams every single day, but we're gonna get there. Couple months, we should be doing it every day. But I at least do 2 a week now. So make sure you check them out and give me some feedback. I'd love to hear it. Okay? Appreciate you. Well, nobody's asking me what happened to my face. You see my eye? Kind of hard to tell there, isn't it? There we go. Yeah, I got little shadows. And what happened to your face? I was at Chipotle checking out, and the girl checking me out goes, "What happened to your face?" She said, "What happened to your face?" Like, we were best friends. It was the funniest thing ever. I should not give ideas for better videos, and from what I see, they're great. Oh, thank you, Taylor. Appreciate it. You're being too nice today. Glad to have you. You're bringing up the vibes. I love it. All right, why am I talking? Say stop talking and get to work, man. Taylor, did you work out today? Control. It's easy just to fall off this thing, but you gotta try to control with that leg. Whoops. I think that's 12. I need a designated counter. Yeah, 15. Control down. Woo! Yeah. 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 Taylor's not telling me about her workout, guys. I don't know. I think she's slacking. One more. Oh yeah. A little harder to walk now. All right. If you count walking an hour and 15 minutes to work every day, dang! Yeah, that definitely counts. That totally counts. That is a big workout. You're getting your steps in. I do go to my gym here and there, but I'm okay. All right, so you still go. Hey, don't beat yourself up. Pat yourself on the back. You're creating a routine. You're creating a habit, right? That's good. Keep it up. I mean, seriously though, that is a lot of time to be walking every day. I bet you get 10,000 steps pretty easy doing that and whatever other activities you do throughout the day. What do you do for work? So why Taylor responds back to me. This is an example today of, I'm talking to Taylor. I could have, what's our time on stream here? Our time on stream is 35 minutes. Okay, so 30 minutes max to get that done, but I'm streaming, I'm talking. You can get that done in 20 minutes. And then you're done for the day, and you just worked out your legs and your upper body just by holding that, stimulating muscle growth. You don't need to go for 2 hours. Now, if you eat 2 pizzas and a whole bunch of pop and stuff, well then yeah, of course, you gotta dial your nutrition in too. But there's this huge myth going around that you just have to do things for hours at a time in the gym or whatever, or drive to the gym. If you got a couch or a chair at home, how many squats can you do in 1 minute? And then how many times can you do that in 10 minutes? It doesn't take a lot. You just have to get started. And that's what I'm here to remind you of, okay? I have fantastic legs because of it. I tell you that. Oh, there you go. Don't stop walking then, girl. That's awesome. All right, Taylor, thanks for coming by. Thanks for dropping in. Thanks for saying hello. It's good having you here. I got to go pick up the kids here pretty soon. So I'm going to cut off unless anybody has any more questions. I know changing the stream setup today, we didn't have the same, our normal people come in, and I'm curious if that has to do with the vertical versus the horizontal. So we'll play around with that. Again, I don't really care. I'm not trying to become famous here. This is just going to be one of those things where we build a library of workouts and a library of daily reminders to get after it, to remember that it's not about yesterday and looking in the past. It's about staying here in the present, asking yourself, what can I do now a little better than I did yesterday? And if you keep doing that, you will not recognize who you are. You will progress so much faster than you've ever progressed before. Compounding interest will take place in your life, in your relationships. Your workouts will fuel your energy. They will fuel your brain. They will rewire your brain to say, I can do more in my life. I can serve more people. And that's what I'm here for. Make it sustainable. You're the finest at it. Thank you, Taylor. Appreciate you. Hopefully I'll see you next time, all right? Have a beautiful, fantastic day. It was good having you, all right? Have a great day. Lift, life, and remember, guys, you are created in the image of God.